Hood down, I think. Hi YouTube. Today I'll be responding to Flesh and Stone, the 5th episode of the new Doctor Who series. I think the creepiness level of this episode was probably about at the same level as last episode. Now, I liked the beginning because it was part 2 of a 2-part deal. It was, it got right into the action. It was fast-paced. There's no exposition. I enjoyed that. And I thought it was scary when they were in that tunnel. The bit where Amy was counting down, that was so well acted by Karen Gillan, because her character wasn't supposed to realize that she was counting down, and it was very convincing, and it was also really creepy. And Karen just did a really fantastic job with that, I thought. The pace of this episode was really good, but the flow was kind of confusing. Now, I've watched it twice, so I get it all now, but they kind of switched around between the clerics with Amy, the doctor with River Song, and everything else that was happening, and I just got kind of confused, but maybe it's because I wasn't paying enough attention the first time I watched it. I don't know. The part where Amy had to close her eyes, that was really scary, actually. The first time I watched it, I had to not look at her eye because there was an angel in there, and it was late at night. Just not going to look at that angel in her eye because I won't sleep, because I really am that scared. Now, I hope some of the following Doctor Who episodes aren't this scary, because I legitimately find them scary. I am 16, and Doctor Who creeps me out, okay? Don't judge me. Also, Matt Smith in that scene, I thought did a really good job, because he was very doctor-ish in that he seemed kind of unfeeling when he was telling Amy to shut up when she talked about being scared because she was dying. But then after that, I thought it was really sweet when he took her hands and he said, "Now you need to trust me," because even when the doctor seems unfeeling, he really does care, and he cares a lot, and he cares enough to let her know that everything is going to be okay and that he's under control. Right after that, when Amy had to walk blindly and then she was eventually teleported, that was not the scariest part, but it was kind of scary because I would not have been able to do that, and the doctor was shouting into the comm unit, and she fell over, and the angels started moving, which they're not supposed to do. We're not supposed to see them move, so I've heard that some people thought that made them less scary, but I still thought it was kind of scary, because the whole mystery is that you never see them move, and then they started moving, but it was creepy because they're creepy. We've been over this. And I have heard a lot of complaints about the last scene with Amy jumping all over the doctor, about how that was out of character, or Doctor Who's not the place for that kind of material. But I thought that it was totally in character, because Amy almost died. She finds the doctor attractive, obviously, and she was scared, and she doesn't want to get married. I mean, maybe she wants to get married, but she's obviously got reservations about it if she ran away with the doctor on the night before her wedding. So I don't think it was out of character at all. I think it was a totally human thing to do, and I also thought it was really funny, and I thought that Matt Smith acted it perfectly, and that's exactly how the doctor would have reacted. Shoving her away and saying, "You're Amy, you're human, I'm the doctor, I'm a Time Lord, this could never work." And it was a good scene, and I understand people's complaints, but I thought it was totally in character, and I thought that I don't like Amy any less because she did that, because it seemed like a totally natural human thing to do. And do you blame her? I mean, come on. Have you seen the 11th Doctor? Have you seen him? Do you blame Amy? No, I would have done the same thing, and I think you would too, unless you're a guy, in which case I hope you don't. Another complaint that people had is that a single male would never react in that way, rejecting an attractive woman throwing herself at him. I don't think you really understand. He's not human. The doctor is not a man. He doesn't even get it. She was trying to explain to him that he was the one she's been looking for, and he doesn't get it because he's not a human. He's a Time Lord. He doesn't think about things like that. He thinks about them totally differently. And he reacted exactly like he should have, because the doctor doesn't want any of that. He's not interested. He wants to save the world and have another adventure. Okay? So, next week, Vampires in Venice. That'll be fun. Bye!